second backyard of the day. Still, well, still kind of 3 more to go that I'd like to get mowed. See how that goes. Days are getting shorter. It's cloudy. You really can't see the wind at the moment, but sometimes the hay was more or less blowing away rather than going through the mower. So that's exciting. But we're relying on a lot of wind to dry things out. The day is getting so short, I thoroughly expect about 4 days of dry time. Like today's Monday, I figure on Thursday. I don't know, maybe it'll be dry enough on Wednesday. I'd be tickled to death, maybe because of all the wind. Hurricane Ian's getting ready to hit Florida this week. See how long that takes to get here. Ruin my parade. Probably make us too wet or something. But at this juncture, I still have 1 field of first cut that I need to get to. But I also have second cutting to do. I got everything. We gotta do it all. We gotta do it all in a day, right? So here's the real good one for you. Do you start with the outside, what I call the backwards loop, or do you leave that until last? You can see that hay I mowed over there. That's where I started the day with. Woo-wee! We're getting close. Almost tickled the fence there. Yeah, I bent the little hay catcher out there. Not on this field. Actually, I think I got that in some thick first cutting hay that I made last week. That was, I didn't get video. It was, there's not going to be as many hay videos as there probably could be, because for me, it's a lot of the same things. We're mowing hay, we're going in circles, yada, yada, yada. And maybe I don't plan on having too many wild adventures, so I don't always carry the camera. I try not to break too many things. To such end that, yeah, I don't have the camera, so I'm just not always filming the footage. And so there's way more hay being made than ever makes a video. It is just a gloriously warm day out here. Is it a good sign that I'm wearing a hoodie and mowing hay? A lot of it's the breeze. It's maybe 60 something degrees. And for you northerners, that's probably a balmy summer day, right? So I brought the tedder behind the Ranger here. Well, here we are with the tedding portion. We can see I already tedded this. Just because I got done, there's a section up here up by a house that's for extra forgotten about lawn that, well, was getting mowed up until this year and then was forgotten about. It definitely needs to be tedded out. It's almost as thick as first cutting. So we just got up there. You can see it's a wee bit thinner back here, but still thick enough. That tedding is a pretty good idea to get it all nice and spread out and thrown around. Now I will say second cutting, with it being shorter, I always cut second cutting shorter to try to get as much as possible. I put the mower down 1 notch on the skid shoes. But the tedder, if the grass is real thin, isn't always catching all the grass because it's cut so short. So I guess that means I have enough clearance underneath the tines to not always scrape the ground. We're kind of going slow. It's a little rough. There's a bit of a swale there that my OCD is thoroughly tickled to death to have mowed through, because I hate leaving it. I like to be able to mow it all. I hate having stuff to bale around and whatnot. Oh yes. Where's that? There he is. Okay. It's just my screen's very small. Get a quick shot of him raking. Today is fairly representative clouds-wise of how it's been all week. I mowed on Monday and today's Thursday. Yesterday we had 0 sunshine, lots of breeze, but the hay was just leathery, so we couldn't go. And on second cut, like, it's pretty miraculous to be able to do it in 3 days. I mean, I got a tedder now, so I can make that happen. But there's so much like green, lush growth, it's hard to get it to dry. So finally, today, here's a clover leaf. And that's finally dry enough. There's a little bit of crackle there. And this one, oh yeah, look at that. You can hear it. That one's good and dry. We didn't have that yesterday. It was real leathery, and the grass wasn't dry enough to suck this moisture out once it's baled. So we're going to see Dad go by a couple times and I'll get to baling. I'm out here in a sweatshirt. I've never baled hay. I mean, you see Dad's in a coat there. Last week, a week ago, it was 90 degrees. The days are getting short. You know, we got barely 12 hours of daylight, if that. So we're, we're running into fall, and summer just like quit at 4:59 instead of waiting until say 5:01 to make sure the day was complete. And I still got more second cut to go. I got a little bit of first cut I want to do. We'll see if we can't keep getting lucky on the rain staying away. I know the grill is missing. It's bounced out. One thing I hate about second cutting is that I shave it off really low for second cut to get as much as possible. I put new blades in the mower and then I set it 1 notch down. And Dad's got the rake. I looked at it when it was stopped. If there's a little molehill out here, he's scratching it up good. So yeah, and tedding it out might not help either, because then it's not in a windrow up off the ground, but it wasn't going to dry in the windrow very well. Just that stuff on bottom needed to be spread out, and in the thick spots, I unfortunately made the executive decision to lose 10% of the hay and ted it out so we wouldn't have any moisture. Gonna try not to burn any barns down too quick. So yeah, it's a lot of raking. It's a lot of raking. I need to find a double hitch where I can use 2 of those left-handers at the same time, which I guess when I stack, we'll have story time. And it's gonna be a long video for you guys. Story time about some of the rake issues I'm experiencing.